次の任務まで一眠りしようっと。
Hello, people. Hello. Let's try and be a good streamer this stream and actually remove the stream starting soon thing before the thing. Make sure we are audible. Are we audible? Testing. 1 2 1 2. I see audio in OBS. That means you can hear me. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna continue reading through the Arknights episode 11 story. I'm very excited to continue. Oh, this is a red mission. Ooh. Oh wait, Heidi is like free. Oh, we want to do it on, we don't want to do it on standard, we want to do it on adverse, because we're manly men like that, and also it means we don't have to go back and do the missions again, because that'd be annoying. All right, so last time where we left off, so last time we started in 1019, which showed us where Tallulah was in the story, and then we had some flashback sequences talking about a coup to kill the King of Victoria, and another flashback sequence going about, this was about 20 years ago, this was 4 years ago, which they went over the story through the perspective of Heidi and this school teacher slash like orphanage nurse, whatever we call him. And yeah, and basically the event is essentially when the Sarkaz invaded Victoria and took it over, essentially. So let's read through where we are in the story right now. So we're gonna do a change in the party, I think. I haven't had much use of cult seats so far. I'm kind of just bringing operators I want to bring. I just want to bring these operators, but I haven't had much use for bagpipe. Bagpipe's just good because of the buff she gives. But I want to replace one operator. I want to keep Scotty alt because I like her. Let's see, who do we remove? Golden Glow, maybe? I want to keep the Abyssal Hunters. I like it. They're cool. Fuck it. We'll remove Bagpipe. We don't need her. Because, yeah, we're gonna use Honeyberry. Honeyberry is gonna be pretty useful. She's gonna be very, very useful. Because of this auto recovery skill. That recovers the elemental damage, since this seems to be a very elemental damage heavy chapter so far. And that will help us deal with that. 1 year ago, so we're still in the past. 1097. 4:56 PM overcast. Munitions factory, number 11, hybrid district of Londinium. Oh, man, you don't have eyes. Oi, has the last batch of polymer prep come in yet? What do you mean it hasn't? This takes the piss. Who was in charge of transporting those materials? It was the one in charge. What are you dithering for? It was Feist. That boy. Feist, that's Steel Boy. That's the guy on the banner, right? He went out first thing in the morning. This morning. Should have been back ages ago. Who went with him? Tommy, Pato, and Day. They're not in the same workshop. How did they get on the same shift? They all get along like a house fire. Keep mucking together all the time. Feist their little ringleader. You've hit a snag from the sounds of it. Small potatoes, nothing more. Small potatoes. Catherine, you know what day it is today, right? How could I forget? I've been fearing for my life I'll upset our officer by sign and it looks like foul scratch. I started practicing my signature 10 whole days ago. That's practice under your belt. Then the general stressing importance hard on handover on the handover ceremony in 2 days. Reportedly, the defense force head is showing too. Want the sig? Huh, pass on here. You know why it's all your factors people have stuck around until now, don't you? We work very hard. That's a given. You do your work very well. We're alike in that regard. Work, get paid, scrape a living. But our employer know all too well the more exceptional a merc's work, the less he can be trusted. Standard fare. Old manager of this industrial park, Sir Humphrey, never trusted us either before you dragged him away. Don't make trouble for me, Catherine. The mercenary's tone is placid, like he's the one asking Catherine if she wants to smoke, as he so often does. This is his job. Offering a few disobedient Londonian workers to him is almost the same as the screws she tightens on the daily. Catherine taps her cigarette on the bag, into a bag. Can't have ash falling into the machinery. I've told you more times than I can count. If you want efficiency maintained, our factory can't afford one fewer workers. I admire you a fair bit, Catherine. Even typical merc might not even have guts you do. You got the stuff. Thing is, it's possible to take anything too far. Londinium's got over 100 munitions factories just like yours. Even if this whole place was dead empty, the regents wouldn't care. Nothing will change. The ceremony will come day after. The day after, we'll hand over everything promised, and all our workers will be there. No need for you lot to worry about a thing. I'll take your word for it then. Of course. Not got a lighter. You're just holding your cig there. Hold on to it. After all, Londinium smoke always have a sort of engine oil to them. Can't ever get over it. Catherine, what do we do? No, she actually had to breathe out. Pinch his cigarette out. Off to the loading area. Pato, done there? Just a screw left. Sort it out. If this keeps up, they'll be waiting a whole week at least to get more polymer prep. Polymer prep to our ears. It's just a batch after batch coming in. The hell are the Sarkos building? I haven't seen the... And Granny doesn't let me anywhere near the assembly line. Only her most trusted workmates get to climb up that walkway. The longer this keeps up, the more it must be very important to the Sarkos. Gotta be a weapon, right? We've been pumping out auto crossbows for the Sarkos for the last few days in the workshop. Could only be still got so many Ducal armies outside eyeing us. Be ghastly letting the Sarkos get away with this, I tell you. Oops, someone's knocking. Oops, sorry about that. We got to stop them, Pato. We can't... Oh, Pato died. Right? Last chapter, Pato fucking died. Yeah, we got to stop them, Pato. We can't be helping the Sarkos fend off our own. I think it'd be any use if we destroyed this batch of prep. I think we'd get the sentence. Get sentenced. I'll step up if that's what it comes to. I'm not afraid of being taken in. You can't do that. Granny. Grab him. Pato, do it. Yeah? On the fly, she grabs a small file and throws it. With a clang, the worker's spanner flies out of its hand and onto the ground. Ugh. Do you know what it is you're doing? I'm stopping the Sarkos. You're making a scene. I've got it all planned. It won't drag any of you in. I'll tell the Sarkos I did it, and then... If Yoshido plays Lost Ark, maybe he carries us through Vicus? Maybe, I don't know. And then you'll die at Sarkos' hands. You're making yourself out as a hero, aren't you? I'll try and flee. I've been planning this forever. You're using the crawler you modified. You're hiding on the cargo track and slipping out of Highbury that way. So you knew. I've been living in this industrial park for over 50 years. Whatever silly business you try, it won't slip by me. Granny, listen to me. I received some news. There's a rebel organization active in Studian. Right now, they've rescued a whole number of people from the Sarkaz, and they've taken back some plates. They call themselves the Londinium Citizens Self-Salvation Corps. That's a mouthful. We're going to meet them. I have like a needle stuck in my pants. What the fuck is that? Are you now? And then, what? Are they lacking for smiths? Are you going to assemble and automate production pipelines for them? Maybe design the next generation of crawlers? You can't even put up a single armament together. You're going to go up to the people of the Self-Salvation Corps and tell them you want to bash Sarkov's heads in with spanners? I'm learning, alright? Okay, get off my back. I know the stories you've told me. I like how you got selected to build a steam armor when you were young, and I've heard you spending night after night polishing that power conduits. I don't get it. We're Londinian workers. You've been teaching me that since I was little. You've told me how our factory built modern Victoria. But now we're lowering our flag at a handover ceremony and raising the Sarkaz ensign. And then we're taking the assembly line we're so proud of and producing weapons for the Sarkaz with it. And those weapons will end up pointed at Victorians. Man, would it be good, like, if I could speak? How can you bear life like this? Like what? Life like this is our life. The life you and your parents have always been living. Look at this factory. Nobles with titles longer than their surnames. Business tossers with lives built on trade, even the Sarkaz. We've had people posing as its masters come and go. But the assembly line still here. The machines still haven't come to a halt. Each rivet that's passed through our hands is still in the place it's meant to be. Whoever might be occupying that palace in the middle of Londinium, this city we built will still see tomorrow and the day after that. I don't know, man. I would not trust Sarkaz. Oh, did you turn off Tekken, Cindy? That did not go well. But I don't want a tomorrow like this. What kind of life is a life without freedom? It's being alive at most. That's it. If this factory, if Londinium isn't ours any longer, then what was the point of everything we made for it? You know, Feist. 25 years ago. I need to change. Damn it! You cream? Did you jerk off to fucking Kunimitsu before going online? What the fuck? Creamed yourself in practice mode? I'm just joking. 25 years ago, the night when the flames lit up the sky, your dad said much the same thing to me. Boss, the Sarkaz are almost back. You're free to go wherever you want. But from this moment on, you are forbidden from ever setting foot in the factory again, Feist. A worker who won't finish a job with his own hands isn't fit for the job. Anyone who wants to go with him, I won't stop you either. Just remember, you step out of this door and you are no longer one of us. Oh, that was surprisingly very little dialogue for me to read. Oh, oh man, that was short. That was very short and sweet. Okay, so Heidi is here. Oh, what are these? These are new. Let's place you here. I think we can place you here. And 2 times it. Wait. Wait, what's going on? Wait. Reset. Okay, wait. Okay. Alright, okay. That's you know, we got sometimes, you know, you gotta see where things are going. Let's try again. No problem. Who's the healer? Should be Honeyberry, but I couldn't place anything in time. Maybe I need to bring Bagpipe after all. Gabriel, okay. I want to use Gabriel more, but she's so hard to use. Or like, she's so hard to slot in. Bring in Bagpipe. Okay, so let's not fuck with these guys for now. So they are so tanky and they'll deal so much damage. What the fuck? They're going around like a fuck ton of times. Let's do a setup something like this. What does this do? Okay, we can do some damage on its way there. Let's place Scotty Alter here for the buffs. Let's then place Golden Glow like this. Activate skill. Where's Rosma? I don't have Rosmontis. I didn't get her. I got unlucky. Let's just, it's surtering time. It's surtering time. Let's do this because you're gonna be very annoying. Oh shit, I fucked up. It's okay. Is it okay? Yeah, it's okay. Oh god, it's speeding. Ow, my ears. It's blowing out my ears. It's fine. If you deal enough damage, nothing is a problem. I wish I had Rosmontis. I really do. And this stage is so easy. What the hell? You just have every broken unit in your party and it's easy. Oh, it steals fucking... Like, what the fuck? It steals skill points. That's not nice. Several days later. I'm also eating food, so gonna be a little munchy. Well, inventory check. This lot of factories had handed its design to amount of materials. Excellent. Miss Catherine, as you know, taking on Londinia's hundreds of factories and ensuring their smooth operations by no means a simple feat. Thus, my only option is to personally see every handover completed. Some unpleasantness always come part and parcel, but this handover out of this final set of factories has been the smoothest. I must thank you for your willing cooperation and for sparing me so much time. I just don't want to do anything that'd be of no avail. I admire your attitude, Miss Catherine. But I'm afraid your heart of hearts doesn't agree with you. You mean, I heard a few days ago some workers fled your factory. Being the case, I'd like to take stock of personnel while I'm here and have a look at your factory's names. It was my grandson who ran away. Catherine. Oh? Young ones tend to do without thinking. Very plain dealing of you, Miss Catherine, but frankness alone will not quell this matter. Sir, I can't guarantee you everyone under me is of one mind. I don't have that capacity. I can only guarantee this factory's hands in its designated material quota. Could I ascertain, are you asking me to let him go? He's a single tyke, every hair of his head out of place. He's hardly going to affect this factory's operation. But you could. I've heard about your past deeds, Miss Catherine. No wonder you were chosen as workers' representative. A woman of honor, I esteem you for it. But we always must nip these things at the bud, or Are you able to guarantee me that your grandson won't become a traitor to us, such as if he joined that self-salvation corps? That's all the vote. I have no need to guarantee it, sir. Young ones always think they can do something, but it will always turn out that they don't know what it is if they're facing. They'll nip themselves. I understand your sentiment. Indeed, pursuing a single escape worker pales in comparison to the gravity of ensuring a dozen factors continue to stably operate. I can overlook this affair. Dude, I'm kind of a rap god right now. I can overlook this affair, Miss Catherine. But I do hope you're able to keep your promise. As long as I'm in charge of this factor, there will never be a problem. Excellent. In that case, it's time to get on with the handover ceremony. Guess our goddamn luck. I want to go to the factory too and watch a flag raising. Quit griping. You can see it from... Doubt and ahoy. Hello. Hello, Ishida. Welcome to bedtime stories with Mudbox. We already cleared one stage. That's much faster than yesterday. Only 20 minutes. It's all it took. Quit griping. You can see it from here anyway. Just tough it out. There's none of the gravitas here that you get to watching on site. Better than Titan jail means than final. Hey man, it's fine. I'm just happy I could come in and at least have you guys have a session. And you know, at least we got to Titan. Hello Remix. How are you doing? Hope you're doing alright. And who the hell knew that actually take Victoria's capital? Dream of that in the past and you'd kick yourself. True enough. Still, next comes the hardest period. The Dukes are all eyes on us. If they were good for anything, we wouldn't have seized Londinium so handedly. Love the Ifrit jump scare. Dude, that was funny. Fine, and you? I'm doing fine. I just helped Yoshida with a little bit of Uwu today. I'm a little sleepy. I watched some Tekken tournaments. Did not get a trailer. Very sad. I did not get a trailer. I want the Tekken 8 trailer. They didn't release one. Why the fuck did they do that? So mean. That was close. Phew. Lucky those mercs have no idea that the plate has a gap you can get into here. Fice makes his way to a pipeline entrance. He's done his survey. Somewhere along this patch is a connection to Sudian? But now the verge of setting foot inside, he has doubts after all. He wasn't kidding, Pato. He's fought over every difficulty he might potentially face. Do you still play Tekken, Yoshida? Or we played Tekken yesterday. Or I played Tekken with Yoshida yesterday. Critically though. And what he never said was that he didn't have a plan for every problem. Granny wasn't wrong after all. He's just a smith. He has a head that passes for smart and relatively hardworking. These two things ensured he could muddle through life fine in Londinium's peaceful years, but there's no telling if they'll save his life right under the Sarkaz noses. Yeah, you'll get in Brawler in no time in Tekken. You'll get up there. Easily. Tommy was right. If all of those massive hulking metal lads were still around, I still am like contemplating like resetting my rank and going live with Tekken and just like letting you guys decide which character I play, and then I just play that character on stream and try to see how far I can rank up. Don't give me ideas. Why? What character would you possibly want to see me play? He's all grown up and he's still never seen a Steam Night before. I see, I figure if I want to play World of Warships or Tekken. Yeah, that's completely up to you, man. I don't know, Yoshido's German. He should be able to tell you something about it. Remix is also German, so actually all of you guys in my chat are German right now, so you should be able to figure that out. With the factory ceiling so high and the hatches so small, the view of the sky can't help being minuscule from within. Its ever-changing shades cast like a projectile down the factory. Never changing is the sound of the assembly line. One hunk of metal striking another. Ich bin nicht Deutsch. Halt ich für gerucht. Wait, how do you say the U? With the 2 dots. Fürn? I don't know. Gerucht? I don't know. That's where I'm trying. I don't know. And hold on, let me. Can I get Google Translate to say this sentence for me? Hold up. Hold on. Alright. Google Translate, go.
Halte ich für ein Gerücht.
Say it again.
Halte ich für ein Gerücht.
Halt ich für ein Gerücht. Wait.
Halte ich für ein Gerücht.
Gerücht. Oh, so you guys do sh. That's how you do that sound. Gerücht. Okay. I used to play it, but then it was very frustrating. I asked my WoW guild leader, and then he said just focus on having fun. Yeah, you can't do that. Als ob ich Deutsch bin, kann nicht sein. I don't know if I said that even remotely correctly. But I'll learn German one word at a time. It's fine. As well as a side of old granny standing at its side. Think it's dull, don't you? Holding onto your hammer and spanner tight. If you really don't want to do something, you've got to persevere. You strike once and you get nothing more than a hunk of beaten metal. You strike again and again and again, and you can make steam armor. You strike again and again, and then your child and your children's children carry on striking. And we've got Londinium. Gotta take a bite out of my food. What the fuck? Thanks for 20 bits, but what the fuck? How the fuck am I supposed to say that? I know Swedish has an absurdly long word too. I don't remember what it is. Hold on. I'm trying to fucking copy it, but it's not letting me. Whatever, we're just gonna do it like that. Go, hold up. Alright, Google, tell me.
Rindfleischetikettierungsüberwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz.
You made that shit up. Oh, yeah, I know this word. Wait, hold on, I know this word. It's for the fucking, what is it? It's like imported meat or some shit, right? I heard it. I've seen this word before. Yeah, I know this word. I've seen it before. A dude in Japan showed me once. Rindfleischetikettierung Überwachungsgas. Dude, it falls apart right there. Gabenübertragungsgesetzen. Bro, this is a whole ass sentence. Should he head back? Should he go home? He has no idea. It's kind of toxic. That's man, holy shit. How do you say Rindfleisch Teki Shetti Ketti Shutti Futti Bro, no shot. Bro, I can't even pronounce one German word. How the fuck am I supposed to pronounce this one? Dude, you should like... Someone should edit in my voice trying to say this word to like a beat. And then to like the gif of like Eminem, like, you know, like rapping to the crowd. Oh, let me see how I can find a GIF. Man, I'm getting derailed, but fuck it. I'm trying to see if I can find it. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, though. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh God, that actually jump scared me. Holy shit! That actually jump scared me. Oh fuck! I got a heart attack. I wasn't ready. From far away comes the sound of Sarkar's bugle, and Feist follows that sound. Redeem, do a squat. Sure, I'll do a squat. Do a squat. Okay, hold up. Slow down. Wait, slow down. Hold up. Calm down. Sir? Sir, no. Relax. Sir. Relax. Wait, hold up. Wait, relax, sir. Hold up. Can we talk about this? How many was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you're doing more. Oh, you're adding more. Okay, hold up. Somebody count for me. How many is this? Okay, 12, 13, 14, 18. Okay, I'll do squats while reading. At top, every factory in Londinium stands a flag. 2, that flag stands for Victoria. 3, not once since the factory founding has that ever changed. 4, but as of today has changed. 5, sign here, Miss Catherine. 6, 7, without hesitation, Catherine. 8, upon the document that embodies 9, transferal of the factory of 40 signs. 10, signs a practice signature. 11, and now the final, 12, the final changing of the flag. 13, go. 14, oh god. Whew. Yes, sir. 15, I'm sorry, no you're not. Stay, Miss Catherine. 16, dude, reading and doing this, be what it may. 17, you are currently witnessing history. 18, okay, woo. Okay. We witness history, alright, cool. Woo. Man, why did I add that? Man, why did I add that? Whew, that's just terrible. Whew. Whew. Sir, can I light a smoke? By all means. I could throw 83 more in there, bro. I'm not doing 83 in a day. Do you want to blow my kneecaps? Like, just show up at my home and like bash my kneecaps in. Why don't you? Sir, just as you heard of me, I've heard about you too. Oh? 84. Thanks for the sub, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Gaul. Yes, my father was Gaulish loyalist. That's no secret. Okay. You're querying me how I feel at this moment, Miss Catherine? An instant of joy that there was no bloodshed throughout this procedure, but outside of that, my heart is filled with nothing but sorrow. Alright, let me eat some food. Oof, okay. Not far away, Starka soldiers ferry over the flag that stands for them. Meanwhile, an additional 2 Starkets prepare to lower the current one. Catherine can see the happiness on their faces, and beyond them, the resplendent sunset glow. Catherine knows it all signifies the dark isn't long away. I have something to drink, right? Yeah, I do. Right underneath me. Whew. Pius turns his head, and from this position, he also happens to be able to see the factory's flagpole towering high. He stands there and watches as Victoria's flag descends foot by foot. A moment later, foot by foot, the flag of the Sarkaz rises, as if nothing changed at all. He takes a deep breath and sets foot into the pipeline. Is that when he turns into a fanboy? That's what I keep seeing about pipelines. Whenever someone talks about pipelines, they're always like a picture of a femboy. And it's like really fucking weird, and like cross-dressers and shit. It's always like, beware the pipeline, and then suddenly they're wearing like stockings. It's pitch dark within. Apprehensively sets off the direction of Sudian, he recalls. All of Londinia's munitions factories have now completed a handover, and on this day, they have exchanged Victorian flags for those of the Sarkaz. They flutter in the breeze. Alright, boys. We did it. One mission. We did it. Oh, hell yeah. This was not even... this was not even playable. Oh, this was not even playable. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. This should be modern day now. The year 1098. Yeah, that's the current year. A palace of Vesthalig Londinium. Even before Londinium was a nomadic city, the palace of Vesthalig stood here. Its name was originally plain Vesthalig. The Draco royal family convened its ministers here in the place that used to be their beloved gold and ruby decorated outer walls. Said decorations went up in flames during the Great Fire 300 years ago. Still, the building's skeleton remained and bore witness to the first Aslan's king's coronation. I'm gonna try and get better pants and try to play Tekken again. Yes, sure, whatever. Sure, man. Good luck with Tekken. Vesthalig formally became the Palace of Vesthalig to commemorate the Age of Peace and Prosperity founded by Draco and Aslan Kings in joint. 26 years ago, the Aslan King was captured in the same place by Parliament's standing forces. And now this is no longer the building where Victoria Parliament assembles. Sat at the conference table was but one person, not Draco nor Aslan, but Sarkaz. And that's Teresa's. Still no sign of movement from the Duke of... That's not a real name. Gododin? Duke of Gododin? Ever since the Viscount's life was attempted, our activity in the Demesne has been greatly restricted. Why are there so many weird words? Lavish saloons held every night. The Duke of Normandy is a residence, but the flow of raw steel is extremely suspect, and all intelligence personnel have turned up empty-handed. Any sound from Dublin is drowned out by the Duke of Wellington's high speed. This is just Britain. This is just England, dude. High-speed battleships roaring. We've as of yet been unable to penetrate into the Iron Duke's duchy, but no other duke would be able to impede the veteran without a doubt. The Marquis and co. have finally given up on the Duke's southwards inheritance. The Duke of Castle, voice of the terminal. The Duke of the Castle admitted envoys and gifts on New Year's Eve. Okay, so there's like a news broadcast. Activity from all dukes have been growing increasingly frequent since last winter. It may be a sign that they're about to reach a conclusion. Preparations for Londinium remain at the same pace as... Hold for a moment, sorry. What? You're sure? Lefanian? 3 days ago? It's too slow. Yes, it looks like they finally found results for the diplomatic peacemaking. New ciphers has just been decoded. It's word from the frontline general. Yes. Oh god. Oh, I read too fast. I choked on my saliva. I need to slow down. You're starting with Dakota to work from the front line general. Yes, I need to notify you ASAP. 3 days ago, the Empress voice, Grandil O'Kintley left the Duke of Windermere's of the Demisny heir. We didn't discover a contact between the two sides in time, but just today, a city, a fortress changed course and is sailing straight up for Londinium. The one that's been the nearest us over the past 2 years. It's pushing directly from Lithuanian into Victorian border, nearing a ravine. Yes, it's from Kurfürst arch enemy, Kurfürst's arch enemy, Duke Windermere's army. Can you have normal names? I'm gonna turn on the light. Duke Windermere announces internationally it is to avoid a catastrophe. Silence once again hangs over the hall, but at this moment, with his eyes shut tight, Teresa sees the thick fog outside of Londinium. Once it clears, the battle will come right on schedule. Footsteps break through Teresa's train of thought. He is forced to open his eyes. And that's Teresa. Teresa's. It's you. Were you asleep? Perhaps. The Victorian dukes are a cunning lot. They meticulously sift through every word that intel that flows into Londinium, making the Sarkas lose their heads. The advantage isn't ours in this gamble, yet neither have we been at a disadvantage. The military commission business is always endless, such is our history's fragility. Even a single comment on a piece of information awry would suffice to forever damn Casdo. But even now as we stand in Londinium, things have hardly changed much. You're still as wary as ever. No, one thing has changed. You're here. Ah, yes, I am. Yes, you are. You definitely are. The breadth of possibilities has crossed my mind. If you were to take my head, perhaps you would make a much cleaner job of it than I. You would never think that way yourself. That was a hypothetical put forth by Manfred. I'm always in need of some differing voices. What's in your mind now? A dream. Oh? I saw still in Londinium, yet unarmed. Clouds enveloping the city, black stones growing everywhere, and the Sarkas. The Sarkas there in the way, between catastrophe and the crowd. Once disasters lifted, Londinium city gates were wide open to us, and the Victorians stood flanking the streets, cheering and welcoming us in. We entered this palace, and the one sat on the throne no longer feared the black stones that grew from us, and took our hands. He called the Sarkas friends. It sounds unfathomable. There was more. I saw vampire, Nachserer, the Wendigo, that put together into reaches more northern, and even Ursus coasting fragments of strange monsters back into the frigid sky. And I saw Banshee that midst the venture to parts more southern than even Iberia. Walls against the ocean's descent with the boundless water. Countless Sarkas giving their lives for this land. And Aslan, Draco, Feline, Captain, and Liberty stood together with them. Stood together? Yes, the Sarkas were no longer nomads excluded. The lands embraced us, and we had roots anew. This dream was not mine. This scenario all originates from you once described to me, a future Sarkas could have. I remember. But you told me then that my ideals were too distant, and it was not only our enemies who could never comprehend me, but neither could the Sarkas. The myriad years of grievance became our weapon, one and all imposed upon me. Teresa is kind of cute. She is a cutie, isn't she? Unfortunately, she's dead, I think. I don't know. She is supposed to be dead, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. I'm gonna take a bite out of my food. Take a small break from being a rap god. Okay. Yeah, like, the biggest mystery that was given to us last episode was Teresa. Because we have known about Teresa for a while. She created Rhode Island. She's basically Amiya's mom, or adoptive mother. but she died. Supposedly, we killed her. And that is what Calcit has, kinda implied. Calcit has implied that we killed her. And there were witnesses to her dying. So I'm not sure who this is. This could just not be Teresa. We don't know who she is. But W did say, like, at the end of last episode, she specifically, like, walked up to Calcid and were like, why the fuck do they have her body? Implying that she is still dead and not alive. So W seems to have an idea of what's going on. But I don't. The flames of war within the Sarkas could tear them apart, but before I led them to that future, it was more likely in all respects. But you begrudged giving up any possibility, even if it may be but a nascent spark. You also said that this world was only the Sarkas, and that the ancients and the elders wrested our homeland from our forebears' hands. Their souls in death still murmur in the Sanctus betrayal. How the royal court wither like autumn leaves, how our bloodline is lost in howls of grief, how ridiculous the sinners are in forgetting history, and how Casdell ruins strew all across Terra. And then they cry out. The Sarkas have invaded our homeland. So better that the Sarkas believe in the fight that can herd our destinies together as one. Better that than peace. This isn't fair. To rule is a method of coexistence too. Terra will perish by its own hand before it confronts those time-old questions. But our homeland will be more magnificent than many of the Seaborn. Our Hexcrafters would hold the northern menace at bay. Our knowledge, all-encompassing, would dispel Originium and the catastrophes. Sarkaz sounds a bit like Garlemald to me right now. A little bit. So the thing about Sarkaz, specifically, is that they are kind of like the Garleans and Garlemald, but at the same time, not really. The thing about the Sarkaz is that every single one of them... Okay, so you know, like... I don't know how much you know about Originium, but it's basically rock cancer. Where it's like, you can see, like, on Teresa, like, on her dress. This is not part of her dress. I'm pretty sure that's just coming out of her body. Which is, like, the rocks that, like, grow inside. And, you can use that as a catalyst to increase your magic powers, but the more you use it, you just kind of fucking die. For whatever reason that we don't know yet, every single Sarkaz, pretty much from birth, is infected. And that is why they are not accepted literally anywhere. Because the infected already have a pretty rough time in pretty much all the cities currently. I saw those rocks on Lapland's art. Yeah, those rocks, it means you have rock cancer. It means you're dying. It's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad sickness. And there's no cure for it. There's only treatments. And pretty much every single Sarkaz has it by birth. Which causes them to be ostracized by every other civilization. Because not only is it already bad that you have rock cancer, but also being associated with rock cancer specifically. Like, they are specifically associated with it because every single one of them has it. There's not a single Sarkaz that does not have an Originium infection. So it's like, it's pretty rough. But it's like, it also causes them to be just like way more powerful, like, than any other race on average. Because they can use the rocks inside of them as a catalyst. But, you know, doing so does accelerate your death. But also, it's like, I don't know. Originium is like a pretty fucked up material in this world. So yeah. And we don't really know a lot about it. But we're... in the CN anniversary thing... they're apparently gonna explain a bit more about it, so I'm excited about that anniversary event. But our homeland would be more magnificent than many of the Seaborn... Oh yeah, we already read this. and catastrophes. Before all that, the Sarkas must reach an answer. You're right, they must. This is a conversation we'd had for countless times, but now you can hear their voices clearly. You can make real contact with their ancient souls' tendrils, so tell me, Teresa. Did this myriad of years of all the Tika souls that lived and breathed and passed from the life to the other shore in death, did they ever receive a momentary respite? I've already failed, Teresis, because you are moved behind. Because at this moment, it is we that stand here. Here, Londinium. Tell me, Teresa. When you stand atop the shards and look at the city, what is it you see? The Victorian is a nation lush with ingenuity. Without a doubt, in a few short centuries, they built nomadic cities withstood catastrophes, even attempted to control the storm. Not to mention those knights of white steam, the valiance of those steel suits of armor that ventured into Castle 200 years ago, falls far short of that which I saw in the years to follow. Perhaps it's the fault of our unique blood for granting so many of us lives far too long. So long that in the intervals between one war and the next we lift our heads and only to realize that accepting the Sarkas, everyone is progressing on. No, it's nothing to do with length of an individual's life. They have the opportunity to progress simply because in the past they monopolized the freedom to choose between peace and war. Teresa, when I look at Londinium, I see the number of times this nation has gone wrong. The Victorians scorn how primitive the Sarkas are, yet in essence they simply use the rules of the culture they founded to kill the greed and violence that runs in their deepest marrow. They tear at each other incessantly. Ultimately, everything they made will be ruined by their own hands. That is why we could win this chance at freedom. Even if a hope is still as remote, I won't give up on any possibility. Yes, in that regard, we've always been so alike. Gonna take another bite. The year 1098. 1:44 p.m. Overcast. Residents of Duke of Cumland, Achterich district of Londinium. Oh yeah, we got the carbuncle lolly from the last episode. Flavicia, Amia. Doctor, our messenger, he has sent back some key intel. The main Sarkas forces are on their way back to the city right now. It's extremely likely this means they're about to wage war with the Duke's armies. But given previous intel, even if they do return to Londinium, the Sarkas military won't be enough to directly contend with all the Dukes. With the Sarkas choosing to act now, they obviously believe they've grasped some key power that will sway the situation to them. The Shard. This skyscraper the Sarkas occupied learned there's a weaponry concealed in the building. Yes, but will it sway things? That's the weapon that can control catastrophes, right? Like, that's the reason why Sarkas are here. It will, Clovicia. Have your people ever taken note of the storm above the Shard? Oh, those dark clouds seem highly unusual. According to the intel we've obtained, that's no normal storm at all. That's a catastrophe the Shard is causing. Yeah, they just explained it. Even if it is entirely the same as a true catastrophe. The Sarkas want to cause a catastrophe. They're still in Londinium themselves. What would they gain from destroying the city? What if they control where the catastrophe lands? We're not just conjecturing the Shard's purpose, this weapon, or this technology. Rather, it is exactly Rhode Island's chief objective in entering Londinium. Rhode Island came here for cloud shrouding Londinium. Yes, it's not just a figure of speech. In the eventuality Teresis does activate the Shard, he'll lead the flames of war and the storm together upon those he sees as the Sarkas' enemies. No catastrophe messenger could predict a man-made catastrophe's course. No nomadic city could escape a catastrophe's assault. Countless Sarkas and Victorians will die in that battle. And it will likely be even more tragic for those who survive. Most of them will become infected. Not to mention, the Shard isn't on the border. It's in Londinium, nation's very capital, which means once the technology is complete, we'll reach anywhere in Terra. Yeah, once the technology is complete, it will reach anywhere on Terra. The Starcos will use Victoria's power to destroy her. If we reach that stage, then everything the core has done will be for naught. Even if it could rescue people from the catastrophe as Rhode Island does, Londinium and our livelihood would be past any point of return. Clovicia, Rhode Island is greatly thankful for their self-salvation core. Without your help, we would have had no good way into central Londinium. But neither I nor the doctor will lie to you. No matter how Rhode Island's plans to approach the shard, the battle ahead will be brutal, each more brutal than the last. If we can't stop Theresa's within the next few days, we'll be facing an all-out war, and the Dukes will march with an eye to enter Londinium. If the core chooses to wait for the Duke's armies, yeah, we can't do that. I'm the daughter of a textiles merchant. Most of the fighters, in fact, are just ordinary civilians. We have workers, farmers, craftsmen, traders. Our backgrounds are a tapestry of millions together under the one goal of driving the Sarkos out of Londinium as soon as possible. That's why the core won't place all its hopes in the Dukes, otherwise we'd never have been able to take a stand ourselves. Our greatest fear, if it came to it, wouldn't even be the Sarkos controlling the shard, it'd be the Dukes dropping any shred of the thought for the ramifications. So the core has no intent to suspend operations, correct? On the contrary, in fact, we warn the eve of breaking out, there are some things only the self-salvation core can do here within Londinium. Such as getting as much possible into the Sarkos supply line. We think alike, Doctor. Should the Dukes wage war, the Sarkos will surely have preparations made to hold Londinium. Being a steel fortress, Londinium is self-sufficient to an extent, however, the Sarkos' actions within the city have long since outstripped that load. Still, unlike Londinium's previous masters, the Sarkos don't get a drop of evident support from any of the Victoria's other cities. In comparison, while the Dukes do all act on their own liberties, they'll each have their own steady flow of supplies. Unironically playing visual novels now. Hey, it's Arknights. I love Arknights, dude. A supply line in the Starkos. Do you have some kind of hidden supply line? Definitely. Completing the shard has been a multi-year undertaking. The idea of relying solely on Londinium's own production is practically impossible. It originates outside of the city, and its terminus isn't a Londinium munitions factory that builds weapons for the Sarkos. Right, if we can locate the supply line, the core could be the size of a common world. We'll be able to lay a burst of super weapon. So the corporation is still our best choice. Cooperation, yeah. I really like Arknight's story, man. Hey, remember, watch the anime. The anime's sick. Anyways, I'm afraid so, Doctor. We need more intel in the munitions factory. The core has a fighter who knows Highbury in and out. Doctor, you know him very well. It's usually a tower defense-like game, but now we have a story arc. Hey, man, if you only skip this, if you skip the story, it's purely a tower defense game. But if you don't skip the story, like me, it is a very fucking long story with a lot of text that you gotta read. And I thought it'd be fun to read this on stream. I hope you guys are enjoying me reading it, even though it's just me reading it. So how can it be fun? Right, he's the most suited candidate for this mission. With some minor preparation to lead everyone away from the Sarkos and the Watch and from Mutination Factory. My Tekken Q is not popping. Are you too low rank? What's going on? What's the other more? You can always just fight Yoshido. Like, why not, you know? Grandmaster rank? Hey, you can just fight Yoshido, dude. We still need other more concrete sources of info. The Defense Force Command HQ. It's a tower located at the border between Achterrig and Highbury boroughs, and it controls the info network for the entirety of Londinium's defense systems. Given the supply line can penetrate Londinium, there must be records of it lying somewhere in the system. I heard a majority of the Defense Force. there's traitors in defense top brass, right? Yeah. Imagine if I read that sentence like correct. Ooh. Their commander, Leto, threw himself to the Sarkaz a few years back. We pointed to try and win back from a treasonous. We plan to raid their command tower. We need some other way to seize their system privileges. Of course, method aside, there's a fact. How about tomorrow? Okay, I see. Man, sad. Yeah, you just gotta queue it then, I guess. Armaments. The Sarkaz have placed their sights back on the city interior, and our supplies are stretched thin. I'll think of some way to address the supply needs. When it comes to keeping Londinium going day to day, there's still scarcely a Victorian trader who's fallen in line with the Sarkaz. Allerdale. However, in turn, there's a different matter I need you all to help me with. Clovicia, Rhodes Island, has brought Artorius' relic back to Londinium. Artorius? That's the surname of the royal Draco's descendants took. So, the Dracos are Welsh, right? That's what I'm getting. I was yellow once. Wait, how did you fall down from yellow? That's a pretty big fall. Maybe it's just a different character. I don't remember. Whatever. By not playing, I guess they did have the rank reset, didn't they? But yeah, I guess the Dracos are like the stand-ins for Welsh. As a surname to the royal Draco's descendants took. Exactly. I've already checked with the doctor and Amiya. It's the Artorius key without a doubt. And that... Oh wait, no, wasn't Artorius like a Greek general? Artorius was a Greek general, right? Hold on. Artorius in history. No, okay, Roman military commander. Okay, I was a bit off. It was a Roman military commander. It was Artorius. And that key opens the way to the door to the Mausoleum of Kings, which means we can retrieve the Empire's blade, the Sigh of Kings. Its significance goes beyond what an ordinary citizen would ever imagine. Trust me, please. It's not just some pretty piece of steel bestowed with symbolism. If we say the shard is Londinium's great incomplete ambition, then the truth of Victorian Realm Blade and the Mausoleum of Kings, that would be Londinium's real ace in the sleeve. So basically, we need some fucking lions. The Victorian Realm Blade isn't just symbolic. Only a few nobles along with Victoria's royal families knew about it. And I happen to be, Cumberland. Oh, Allerdale! Yeah, wait. You were in the flashback. Yeah, I know you. You fell down and met Siege as a kid. Yeah. I believe the Mausoleum of Kings is practically a thing of myth to us, but if a royal key can open the door to it... Amiya, how exactly did Rhode Island even get this key? Should I not have asked? We won't conceal the key's history, but it isn't Rhode Island. It bears tales upon tales that I was never part of and could never tell you. For Rhode Island's time with it, though, I can tell you a bit by bit if you're interested. Thank you, Amiya. I'm just... Lord, really? A legacy of Artorius, the truth of the shard? It's as if Rhode Island really has been preparing for all these years now to be here today in Londinium. But I won't delve any further for now. I won't make anyone else either. It might lose us an important ally. Phew, Amiya. Doctor, do you have anything else you want to tell me? There is one other thing, in fact. Clovicia, about the background, I'd like to have a chat with you. I'll take another bite of the food. It's gonna get cold if I don't finish eating it. The flowers, Doctor, look at these flowers. They're growing. It's amazing. A place like this in the middle of Londinium in a Sarkaz-occupied city. But it can't be the same for those around Miss Allerdale. You're both quite right, Doctor, Miss Amiya. Despite being slightly neglected these past years, the Duke of Cumberland Manor is still Londinium's most iconic building. I've not much recollection of my home out in the duchy, but my childhood memories mostly tie back to here. Nobody would ever truly leave this place to rot, would they? Miss Allerdale? The fact she went to lay everything bare to Miss Clovicia, while it turns out your crew were already wise to Her Highness' identity, I didn't expect that, I'll confess. Siege is a vital operator of ours. Well, that reply of yours surprised me even more. Rose Island knew who Her Highness was, yet had been willing to treat her as Vina, leader of the Glasgow gang. Give Clovicia and Vina some more time. The Corps have their disagreements when it comes to nobles, you know, and Her Highness is going to have a lot to say. I'm sure you have questions for me too, mysterious little bunny. I like to jibber-jabber a little with the enigmatic Rhodes Island myself. Before it's time to mingle with the merchants. Miss Allerdale, is this residence truly secure? Rational question. The Sarkos naturally have their motive for not flushing out the noble central Londinium's massive city. There's much too much for them to mind. Well, we paid a tremendous price to sit in the middle of a war unscathed, Miss Amia. Dignity or what you have is the least valuable part of it. Given the chance, I'll explain to Rhodes Island in detail, but the Sarkos information surveilling this matter are under our control. And for now, I ask you trust me. They haven't realized we've infiltrated them. They're wrong to believe Londinium city nobles lost their every weapon after being isolated. They're a mistake. You still have some way to counter Sarkos surveillance? Provisionally. No. If Her Highness has decided to be forthright with the Corps, then it's not my place to be covering up either. For the sake of a smooth partnership, I can explicitly guarantee to you all that even now, the Cumberland residence has people who can establish extra city contact. But the Sarkos aren't fools. They're well versed in war, indeed. But like I told you, Londinium is a massive city. They don't have enough people. They're all on their own, and this serves us an opportunity. Correct. Since I haven't satisfied you much with my response. No, Miss Allerdale, I just worry your burden's too heavy. What? If there really is some way for Victoria to keep control of Londinium as it is now. No, I believe they can. But if they truly can, if they ultimately can, then what is it that they've been doing in practice all these years? That they've been having you do? Allerdale felt clearly twist for an instant. The flash of emotion is measurable, magnified in Amia's eyes. It's no simple resentment nor wariness nor panic. It's grief. A grief so familiar it hurts. I apologize, Miss Allerdale. I know I offended you. Clovicia was right. We don't need to pry into each other. It could very well restrain our progress instead of with this complex state of affairs. But if possible, please don't stifle yourself. We've seen the consequences of that time and time again. Miss Allerdale, I'm being too heavy-handed, aren't I? No, Rhodes Island, just keep on astonishing me. It seems I was judging you by your cover. I never did imagine you'd be this sort of leader. You must be at least a decade younger than me, but the look in your eyes is a very real thing. Not to mention, well, you've seen it right through me, considering you even cracked the secret to the shard ahead of the Clovicia and brought the Red Dragon's key with you. Honestly, if Her Highness hadn't vouched for you, I might have been even wary of Rhodes Island than the Sarkos. It's true, Londinium. No, the Sarkos to us have more significance still. That's why we're here. Well then, you're here, and what are you fighting for? Her Highness gave me a simple synopsis of Rhode Island. You seem to be all sorts of bounce up with the Sarkos, but according to what I've heard, Rhode Island has always worked for the sake of the infected. We do. Then the two of you must have plenty more going on in your heads right now, leader and commander of Rhodes Island. As you say, there's a great deal of people and affairs in Londinium that have inseparable ties to. I'm only speaking personally, and for the doctor too, when I say the truth that the past may be enough impetus on their own at this point for us to act. But we've already been through so much. It's long stopped us from fervently viewing these struggles and calamities or placing our individual feelings above the greater problem. That's why we're here to curb a war that would devastate the land and to dissipate the ground zero of victorious woes. To prevent the extinction of a race, to find the lifeline that by all rights we have the methods to seek. To help the infected, the workers, and even the Sarkaz that have been desolate. We're here to help people, Miss Allerdare. Every single person with life, every single person with the right to live. Only in the end that the majority can accept do the truths of the past have any significance. Amiya finishes her speech with resolution. In Allerdare's clear look of surprise, Amiya can't help but seek her heart. She's spoken her most genuine, sincere mind, of that there is no doubt. The operators that work alongside her must surely be filled with the same staunch conviction. Dr. Calcit stands even ever more alone, carrying the weight of ideals. So this ideal's origin, this strong flame of conviction that drives Rhodes Island to move in such colossal risk, to rush headlong into this political maelstrom, who lit it? And what if? Don't what if me on this shit. This answer of hers remains incapable of solving these pressing issues. What is Teresa's fucking role in the story, man? It's killing me. Okay, we finished reading that. Let's do a quick food break. I just want to finish the food that's like right in front of me before we like continue reading. It's kind of rough to read and eat at the same time, so I'm just gonna quickly like just do food break. Just very quickly, just sit here and eat, and maybe even chat. How's it going in Tekken, Senny? Found any matches yet? Damn, I see. That's weird though. I tend to get matches fairly often. I don't wait very long usually. But then again, teal ranks might just be not a very populated rank right now. Damn, 20 minutes without a match? That's rough. If you want, after I'm done with this, we can maybe run a game or two. I don't know. I'm gonna run one more. I'm gonna run one more level before I call it for the bedtime stories today. I'm gonna quickly run to the toilet before I read the next chapter. So I'll be right back. All right, bros, we're back. Let's read one more. Read through one more, and then we call it a day, and then we'll read more tomorrow. So I have to spend all those staminas, though. I probably just fucking spend all the staminas and then just have my phone fucking rock farm while I do something else. Yeah, sure, seems good. $10.98, $2.55 overcast, Londinium. Lady Golding, at last you're back. Did I make it in time? Of course, you rehearsed this play for well over a year. This is the first time the children are performing the whole thing. We couldn't possibly start a show without you. I must find myself a good seat then. So this is the current year. Are they still alright? Are you ready? Ready! Let's begin then. Lights. Double clap. Oh, vignetting Act 1. Scene 1. They got the spotlights. Steve friend asks you want to play. Yeah, damn, sick. Alright, let's be dramatic about this. Good morning, sir. There is a look of concern on your face. Is something worrying you? The horn of victory has been on top the walls for 3 days and nights. Well, why do I feel uneasy? Has our great general not returned triumphant? Praise his bravery and fearlessness. Bravery? Fearlessness, perhaps. But you did not see the lights in his eyes when he returned, when he gazed upon the crown. He was like a condor wing, circling above a limping meat beast. We can send the most kind-hearted man straight to hell. And the masses will forever believe he reaped only what he sown. What a good play. What a good play. Dude. Fucking... this guy's disgusting. Where's his eyes? Where the fuck? Dude, he's like a fucking freakazoid. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. These are our terms, Miss Allerdale. You need certain goods transported to Londinium, and this is nothing like what we usually carry. Both quantity and the weight are highly unusual. I shan't ask what it is you need transported and why you need them brought into the city, but you must know that the risk we will carry from transporting them is immense. And I'm certain you know there are not many men out there that who can do this for you. The Sarkas keep a close eye on all ports of entry. Should they learn of this under the table deal, not one of us will leave Londinium alive. If your background and the greed of your friends watching your back are enough to keep your lifestyle in central Londinium as is, I'm afraid they won't help with this affair. If you want this deal to go through, you must put something worth the risk on the table. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me, Mr. Batter. I will consider your proposal. Time waits for no one. You must make your decision soon. Your asking price is too high. To discuss the situation, the Royal Mint is in Sarkaz's hands. News of this must have already spread throughout the entire country via the Magna bankers. Merchant smugglers are worried that the payment they earn will be worthless by the time this next month. Naturally, they damn the method of payment that will keep its value in the long term. You intend to accept this term? Mr. Batter was right. Time waits for no one. We have at most 5 or more days to prepare. We are to ambush the Defense Forces command tower. We need to bring more weapons into the city. But what they demand is very dear to you. Huh. But this is the position we're in, Clavisia. This is the position I am in. How would you figure what it means to me? I'm afraid... No, I can say this for sure. Your speculations are all wrong. Do you think of me simply as the magnificent Duke of Cumberland? You likely weren't even born yet, but I saw them hang Victoria's magnificent Lion King in the palace gardens with my own 2 eyes. My name is Cumberland, and everyone knows Cumberland was His Majesty's most faithful friend. Do you think the reason I stand here in front of you completely unharmed is because of the bigwigs in Parliament had mercy on me? Even now, I still regularly attend the Lieutenant Colonel Leto's cocktail parties. My words still carry some weight there, and they still need me to soothe the masses. Of course, this is for a cause. It is also my own means. I understand your sacrifice. Without your protection, the Self-Salvation Corps would not have made it to this day. I'm not a girl anymore. I'm a man. There are progressive times. I'm now a man. That thing in the attic means nothing. It is a pile of scrap. He's talking about the steam armor, right? Elshi. Make the arrangements, and I have brought it down from the attic. You disagree with my decision? I dare not speak, miss. I demand it of you. Lady Allerdale, no matter what you say, it still houses Cumberland's steam armor. The blood of your ancestors that most esteemed Duke's blood flow within that armor. It is an honor that Victoria bestowed upon the House Cumberland, and it is the symbol of your house ever on high. It can be destroyed in the flames of war. It can be given to another who is noble and unsullied. It can't be traded to a greedy merchant. You don't think Mr. Batter is worthy? An ancient set of armor, treated as a lowly collectible, and then traded away at the bargain price for just... Elshi, you've been at my side all these years ever since I was born. We've kept the long-fallen House Cumberland alive. My house was built on nothing but a bunch of empty words. Glory, loyalty, nobility, or perhaps benevolence. But none of them hold any meaning today. It's you and I upon whom this house now stands. I understand, miss. Have we gotten a letter from them today? Not yet. You know, the music of the past, as it still rings loud in my ear. This manor once hosted a king, but where is he now? My apologies, your highness. Call me Vina. Welcome, Vina. I returned from patrolling with the fighters. Still willing to go on a mission with the fighters of the Self-Salvation Corps? Splendid. I want to do as much as I can. It's more than enough for the men to simply know you are here. I've heard from Clavisia. The attic's absolutely cluttered with rubbish. I've got to pull myself together and clean up a bit. Lots of dust here. I must have your highness helping me with such a thing. Allerdale, I don't want you to sell the armor. Is that an edict from your highness? I have no right to issue one. You're the one responsible for the Self-Salvation Corps, not me. You know better than what I was right for the Corps. What's right for the Corps. And I understand that the armor can buy us an opportunity, but please, give me some time. I will find a way. Vina, you needn't worry yourself over this. Is that an order from the Self-Salvation Corps, Achterug District Leader? Very well. If nothing ever happened, perhaps. Never mind, it's all in the past. Lady Heidi. What is it? Do we have any news from Golding? Yes, she has sent us a message through the transmitter at the bookstore. It's been forwarded to your terminal. Good, very good. Wasn't it a Nintendo Switch? What was it? She said she's safe. Everything in the Achtereg is proceeding according to plan. Please send a reply to the doctor's squad has successfully slipped past the checkpoint and infiltrated Highbury, thanks to the mercenaries working with Rhodes Island. Catherine, there's a problem with the conveyor belt at loading area number 9. Let's have a look. There's a loose nut. Pato, I'm here. You're on shift today. We're running shorter and shorter on time. What are you doing? If we don't speed things up, the Sarkos will smear your brains across the steel here. Sorry, Catherine. Now hand me the spanner. Okay. Here. Quick on your feet after all. Quick on your feet all of a sudden. You. Long time no see, Granny. I'm back. Pato. Catherine. See your team leader after work for a write-up. What? You let unauthorized personnel into the factory's most important landing zone. You're lucky you haven't been sacked. Granny, this isn't Pato's fault. It wasn't who let me in. Good. Pato, bring Tommy and Dave with you to get written up. I'd better not see a single one of you trying to wiggle out of this. You and the strange character from God knows where next to you. Me? Me? Are? Oh, hell yeah. Act 3, Scene 7. Alright. Spotlights? Sir, why is the palace so quiet? Palace? What palace? You are facing the outer walls of the palace. Move aside, big heap of metal. You're blocking the sunlight. I'm facing nothing but an empty house. I am a steam knight. I purge all evil and injustice. Young man, it's over. No, it is not, nor shall it ever be. So long as we still know what is right and what is wrong, so long as we never hesitate to make the right decision, it shall never be over. I made my way here precisely for that reason. I invite all men to join me. Even you have yet to relax your tightly clenched fist. Am I right? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I know, I'm just amazing. Okay, Amiya, our cover's blown. How many hostiles? Recon operators report 4 mercenary patrol teams headed in our direction. We have to pass through the district to reach the Defense Force command tower. We're only just made it inside. The Sarkos forces are way too quick to react. We're being ambushed. How's the backup route looking? If the mercenaries have been lured into the front here. No, it won't work. There's another squad coming up fast. The Self-Salvation Corps just spotted them. What did they say? They had a run-in with the squad when they evacuated from Studian. They have the Sarkos fight. They say the Sarkos fight. Well, they're inhuman. The vampires, men. Notify all units. The operation has been cancelled. Prepare to pull out immediately. There's no time. The vampire fighters are moving way too fast. The Self-Salvation Corps has engaged them. Change of plans. We're aiding the Self-Salvation Corps. Where's Katus? What Katus? Don't play dumb with me. She's been with you a lot the last couple days. No idea what you're talking about. And I'm not talking. Not even if you kill me. Another stubborn bunch. What is this? Bugs? Bloody. Hang in there, friend. Back in formation. Don't let the bugs on the ground separate you. Defender operators, cover our allies. Retreat. Rhode Island and the Substation Corps came here together, so we will leave together. Yeah, let's go. Let's beat some vampire butt. What is this? Okay, hold on. Aerial unit self-destructs when near an operator dealing physical damage. Oh, that sounds unpleasant. That doesn't sound very pleasant at all. Let's get Thorns out. Let's do this. Oh shit! I didn't know there was a fucking thing up here! Oh shit! Okay, hold on. Reset. Wait, hold on. Reset. Hold up. Okay, let's do that again. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's pretty funny. Alright. We do this again. Oh, what is this? Hold on. Grab source. Oh, it's a shield. Okay. I kind of don't give a shit about that, to be honest. Let's place you here. You here. Mulberry here. Yeah, with Honeyberry, I really don't give a shit. Place Shen altar here. Oh shit, they're killing her. They turn. Oh my god, that was a ton of damage. Holy shit. We need to place. What happened to my audio? Let's place you here. Now we can do this. Get bonked, dude. Let's place you here. I don't super give a shit about the dot. Dude, there's so many things! Let's do this. Let's the bagpipe, you know, tanks all of it. Let's do this. Woo! Oh my god, did you see that? Holy shit! Oh, she's just killing all of them now. Dude, fucking Spectre, dude. That was fucking funny. There were so many of them blobs, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, I think we need a quick redeploy next time. I mean, we need a quick redeploy to deal with those guys. I didn't realize it would spawn so many. I thought it was like, oh, if it's just one, who gives a shit, right? But no, it's like a billion of them. We have a signal on Mia. Good. Casters, hold a shield with me. Everyone else, get to the corner. The Starcross casters raise your staves together. Monsters made of blood rush up from the underground. The entire street opens its gaping maw beneath the soldiers. There's too many of them. Backlines cut through the flesh of the monster, but even more rise again from the fallen, gnawing away from at the arts, forming a defensive barrier. The fighters run for their lives, but the stench from the predator's jaw is never far behind. Finally, they make it into another alley and find themselves face to face with an aura that is potent and pure and fearsome. Dio? Wait, is a time stop? Who's stopping time? Tokyo wo tomare, where? What? The bloody tide stops in its tracks. It was as though they ran into an invisible wall when they rounded the corner, and the maggot-shaped art's creation smashes us into pieces, leaving bloody trails on the ground. The empty street is completely silent. Wait, what happened? Causalities? We're fine. We got casualties. We're fine. We got out quick enough. Oh, we delayed the Sarkos, made things safe for Allerdale siege. Thanks, everyone. Especially our Self-Salvation Corps friends. Thank you for being willing to take this risk with us. Commander Kloviska called Rose Island our most important ally. We're always ready to do what we have to. Plus, if this Rhodes Island operator here hadn't helped us, that vampire would have done all of us in a long time ago. No need to thank me. Is this Phantom? I've seen too much meaningless killing in Londinium. I must stop my compatriots who have gone too far. Wait, is that Phantom? Who is that? Sorry, Doctor. I thought I was coming home with you. I had a little fight with Granny when I skipped out of the factory last year. A dozen big bruising workers surround you. Your eyes fill with suspicion. You glance at drills and spanners in their hands, then at Feist, dressed like workers, but here on his own. Seems like it was more than a little fight. Guess Granny is still sore at me. I have no reason to be sore at a dead man. I didn't even know my only grandson was still alive till a minute ago. I wanted to send a message, but it was too risky. The Sarkos monitor all communications to Highbury. I can let the Sarkos tie you to the Self-Salvation Corps, so you join that band of crackpots. The Londinium Citizen Self-Salvation Corps. We did a lot in Sudan, Granny. The Sarkos control the media and they call us an unnamed violent gang. You the guys that blew up the wall? It was the Sarkos damaged the wall while pursuing the Corps. Your grandson fought bravely in battle. Right, it was most of the Sarkos that did it. So you're here to blow up the armory. Of course not. What did you say to your Self-Salvation Corps friends? We're making weapons for Sarkos to use against Victorians? No, Granny, what I told them was, my granny stands up to protect their livelihoods. I know you think I'm a brat with little more than a couple of silly tricks, but I didn't come back to drag the workers into this, and I'm not here to try and convince you either. I have my goals, of course, and it'd be brilliant if you were able to help me, but first, I just want to see that you're safe. Come here and let me have a look at you. He's gonna get punched. He's gonna get fucking decked in the face. You put on a few inches, brat. Yeah, I grew a little bit. He didn't get punched, I'm surprised. Oh my god, this creepy fucker again. I'll have the goods soon. A suit of steel armor, how many men would kill to get one like it? Oh, I'm rubbing my filthy little hands together. The nobles of Lefanian love to flaunt such storied antiques. Oh, and do be sure to ask the Colombian firms as well. They might be interested even if the tech is centuries old. Getting it out will be no trouble at all. What business do you think I'm running in Londinium these days? The Sarkos are a gang of raving psychopaths, and they alone can't rule Londinium. I have friends in the defense force, they'll take care of it for me. I heard of it, I heard it has a few external blemishes, however, I do hope it won't hurt the price. Why not cancel a deal if you're so worried about the price? Who's there? Who's there? Don't worry, we just happen to be traveling in the same way. Get this intruder out of here. Say, where are my bodyguards? I've asked them to take a short nap. Can you go and wake them? Can you go wake them once we finish our chat? All of them against just one of you? One? Oh my, no. Look behind you. Yeah, the whole crew is here. The whole gangster crew. Yo, this is Londinium. I've got friends in high places. Oh, where are they? Do tell. I bet I get on famously. Don't do anything rash now. Play nice with us and nobody has to get beaten. Whatever Siege says, you do. Otherwise, my claws won't be aimed at the wall next time. Alright, I understand. Seriously? Really got into it there. I learned it from you lot. Now then, let him go. You can open your eyes and put your hands down, Mr. Batter. We're not going to hurt you, at least not yet. What do you want? My terms are clear. Cancel the deal for the Cumberland steam armor. And you let me go if I agree? Yes. But I'll make sure you keep your side of the bargain. Show Mr. Batter our map, Morgan. With pleasure. The marks on the map, those are my warehouses. How do you know about them? You don't pay much attention when you're out and about. You shadowed me? Correct. The Sarkaz cannot be bribed. They learned that they smuggled so much contraband into Londinium through your connections. How helpful do you think your friend will be? Will he be in any position to protect you? You're considering tipping off the Sarkaz? That may well get us killed. Get bonked. My friends smoked me with a Ryujin ranked Alisa. Damn. I should try to get Ryujin at some point. Actually, how far away am I from Ryujin? Okay, Tekken 7 points. Oh man, that's pretty far off. Yeah, it's pretty high rank. I should definitely like try to rank up in Tekken 1, but I can't be bothered. The problem is I don't stick with one character for that long. Like I play a character for like a day and then I swap. So I can't rank up. That may well get us killed, but it won't have to know anything if you continue to work with us. Do I have a choice? I understand your circumstance and I appreciate the opportunity to work with you. You will be compensated fairly. Wait a second. What is your relationship to Allergy Cumberland? Are you her attendant? I can't imagine how Cumberland is in any position to hire one. Watch your mouth. The Cumberland serves Vina, not the other way around. She's the daughter of the Duke? You don't mean... No, I'm nobody. Lady Cumberland and I are comrades, along with thousands upon thousands of Londiniers who long for peace. I do hope you're one of them, Mr. Batter. Okay, back at the orphanage. Act 4, Scene 3. Spotlight? Good, good. All those loyal to this land stand with me. The final battle against evil lies before us. Children, do you live here? Hide not in the corners and shadows. Even if you cannot hold a sword, there is more to being a warrior than simply holding a sword. Open your eyes, watch, listen, think. Tell me, what is right, what is wrong, what kind of life you wish to live. I march onwards, with you as my witness. Beautiful, beautiful, fantastic. What a lovely performance. Man, they should hire that guy to voice act. He's doing a good job. Anyways, Brian, look how good Ralph is. Lady Golding, how much he's grown, and to think he was a mischievous little beastling just 4 years ago. Yes, I'm delighted. A handkerchief, Molly. Handkerchief? Oh yes, I can't stain my clothes with tears in front of the children. Oh, but I just can't stop crying to think that Ralph and the other kids will be leaving school so soon. It's time for them to have a rest, and us too. Yes, the final scene. That's the best part. Who's clapping? You didn't invite anyone to the rehearsal today, did you? Teacher cast her glance towards the back of the classroom. A man in military attire clapped slowly by the door. Oh, yeah, this guy. Hello. What a splendid performance. Lieutenant Colonel Letou. I didn't think the commander of the defense forces would grace this classroom with his presence. Good afternoon, ladies. Ladies. Alright, man. That was a lot of Arknight story. Woo! So, we went through from 3 to 5 today. And tomorrow, at the pace we're going, if I go tomorrow again, I don't think I'm gonna get ganked by tech and stuff tomorrow. We're gonna go from 6 to 9. Nice. It depends on how long the story is. Like, if you don't get too many of these, because really it's these that slow me down. They're like all story ones. Because we had one of those yesterday with this one. Oh, not yesterday, 2 days ago. And we had one today. And it's really just these slowing us down. If we don't get too many of these, we can do more missions. But I think I'll stop there, just to rest up my voice, and we're gonna go tomorrow again if there isn't anything that catches my attention. But yeah, super cool. Yeah, I'm excited. Story is like picking up. We're starting to get into fights more, and we are moving towards like we're in the preparation phase for like the big fight. And the villain's like plan is kind of being laid to bear and shit like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed being part of the story stream. I know you guys in my stream, you're not much of a lot of you guys are not story people. And I just happen to be a story person, so it's nice for you to accompany me as I'm just reading through the story. I would usually just... Yeah? Man, I love my wife. Alright, so... Yeah, usually I would be like reading the stuff on my own, right? And I would get through like a lot more of it if I just did it by my own. I was reading quietly and I wasn't straining my voice reading the story, because oh my god, there's a lot to read. But it's more fun like this. It's a lot more fun like this. Anyways, I think I'll call it there. I don't know if I should upload these to YouTube. Maybe I'll upload them to YouTube. I'll upload them to the VOD channel. No one's gonna be interested in watching them, but I might just do it anyway. Anyways, I'll call it there. Have a good one, everyone. Good night. See you again tomorrow, probably. Bye.